there everyone, and welcome to my channel. I am Lauren of Lauren Makes Plans, and today I'm here to plan out the month of August and my Hobonichi cousin. So for August, I have this kit from TheCoffeeMonsterzCo, which is the same thing I've been using for the last few months because you can order these in a bundle, and I ordered all the same things for the whole rest of the year. So I hope you like these kits because that's what we're doing. So I do have the large monthly sheet for August. I have the Hobonichi Cousin monthly kit. I have this bullet journal sheet, which I use for the numbers. I've got the large doodle sheet for Q3. I've got these monthly numbers. I have the wacky holidays. And I have the washi strips for August. So I got a bunch of stuff here. Some of them you have seen before, clearly, like I've used for all the months previously, the wacky holidays, and I'll just use the pieces off of it that I need. Some of it's for August, some of it goes on this page, some of it goes on another page. We'll take care of all of that then. And then I got these Tombow markers out that I feel like match closest enough for what I have. So I have N95, 942, 526, and N35 to match the colors for August. And we're just gonna jump in. I'm kind of hitting that point in Hobonichi that it doesn't lay flat. It doesn't close. It's getting pretty chunky, and I feel like I know it's at the point in the year that it should be getting chunky, but I didn't even start using this in January. I started using it in March, and it's already getting this chunky. So I can only imagine this time next year whenever I will have been using it since January, because I do plan to continue with a Hobonichi, or at least something along this same line for next year. So that'll be fun to see how that's going, but we'll jump into the August kit. So I'm going to use the washi strips across the bottom here, which these are really cute. It's like a somewhere between a travel and a back to school kind of vibe is what I'm getting from this. It's got maps and compasses and locations, but it's also got the backpack in the building, so it could be back to school, it could be travel, but since all of my travel happens over the rest of the summer months and my kids go back to school in August, I'm gonna go with it's a back to school vibe. And it's stuck down. Okay, wait, here we go. To be much more careful with the TheCoffeeMonsterzCo stickers than I do with the Planner Kate ones, because they really stick down when they stick, and I still don't know where my undo is in the move, because the only area in the upstairs main living space that has not been unpacked yet is the office. So woo, woo, woo. Okay. I'm on the struggle bus with this washi strip. It's gonna be fine. I've put down washi strips before. I know what to do, I think. The washi strips are more forgiving than the actual stickers, though. Okay. Washi strips, done. All right, there's the washi strips. I always forget like what I did the month before. Let's do this top section here. I can't find my Post-it notes that I usually use for putting things throughout the month, and I had these with me the other day, but then I didn't have them with me whenever I did all this. And so it was easiest just for me to write everything down on a couple of Post-its. And for upcoming months, I've got like Post-its in here just for like running things. And that may be what I do from now on. I don't know. It's at least what I'm doing for now. So now I'm gonna use this main kit here and do like the sidebar and that kind of section. Cute. I think this is more of a travel kit, but I'm gonna pretend that it's school kit. Cute. I still don't know where my tweezers are. Actually, I feel like I found them the other day, but I don't remember where it was that I found them. That's not gonna be fun whenever it's time to put down the days. I might have to go hunt for them because I know I saw them somewhere the other day. And this sheet comes with 6. This sheet comes with a few more little dots, and I don't use them for anything else, and I don't really use them. I mean, I don't really use the sidebar over here either, but I'm gonna put them down just to kind of fill in some more space and use them. Cute. Okay, what did I do after that? Oh, currently reading, which I did finally get a reusable sticker book, and I moved all of my Coffee Monsters Co. stickers and leftovers over into here, which turned out to fill up more space than I originally thought, but less space than you would think with all those sheets that I had. So let's go with this like gray one. Out of there for that. Cute, cute. Now, days of the week header stickers. If I can get them down straight. Okay, careful, careful, careful. Okay, there's those headers down. Those are really cute. I love these Coffee Monster Co. kits. All right, I'm gonna see if I can find my tweezers before I do the dates. I found them. So exciting. I really have no idea why they were where they were. They were in like the drawer of the living room end table. And I have no idea why or how they got there or how I even knew that they were there. But for some reason, I was looking for something the other day and found them. So we have them. Excited. Let's put these numbers down. Okay, dates put down. Cute. Next, I have to figure out what to do with these empty boxes up here. I think I kind of like to do these, like the pattern ones that I don't use for anything else, to kind of cover the other dates. So maybe we'll start with this one. And I guess we're just gonna go double stripes. Kind of trying to match the color, at least for the little headers. Not that that actually matters, but I kind of like the way it looks. Makes me happy. So what we're rolling with. Okay, that's cute. And then once I get plans put in, I'll put some of these like decorative ones, which I don't really know why I'm waiting to put plans in. We could just go ahead and put these up there because that's ultimately where I feel pretty confident most of them are gonna go. I'm really excited about this September kit. Like, it's cute. I like it. Let's do the little sign. I really like the washi paper stickers. They're a little bit harder to work with as far as like getting them off and putting them down. But I like, they're really cute. I like the way that they look. They're much flatter than the other ones. Okay, there's all of those down. That's cute, and I like how it fills in that empty space there, and they still like look cute, and you can still see them. So now let's go with some actual plans. I just kind of have them listed mostly over here on these two. Sticky notes plus these couple ones in here. So let's start, and these are not really in order because I was like writing things down as I was talking to Casey about them, and we kept thinking of different things that were coming up. So today is actually the first that I'm filming on, and it's Casey's birthday. So I might just put like one of these little balloons and then like fill in beside that. And then on the 3rd on Sunday, we are having, the church is having a kids back to school outing after service. After service, they're taking them like for pizza and out to do something that I don't really know what it is, but I'm going with them. So I guess whatever that is on Sunday. And then that's the 3rd. Maybe I should check these things off as I go so I know that I've already done it, because this is going to confuse me. The 3rd, the 5th is going to be a little annoying, honestly, because on the 5th, I have to drive Judson back to Chapel Hill, which is about a 3-hour drive from where we live now, but he has his 6-month allergist checkup, and I forgot about it until I got the notification to confirm the appointment, and I could just cancel the appointment, but he really needs to go see his allergist. So we're just gonna drive back to Chapel Hill for that, and then I'm gonna try to get him transferred to new doctors in this area. And then that's the 3rd, the 5th, the 9th, we have a training for something that our church is involved in on the 9th. And then the 11th and 12th, I don't know specifically that we will go both nights to this, but it is happening. Well, it's actually happening for 2 weeks, but these are the 2 nights that we could go and that we would want to go. So I'm just going to mark those down so I don't forget whenever it comes time to plan that week that we were interested in going to this. And that is, it's a camp meeting. It's a little ways from us, but we don't usually ever get to go to this one. And some of our favorite preachers will be there. So I may go to that. And that is the 11th and 12th. And then the 13th, I actually have it posted on the day for this one, is another church pool day. And then the 14th, the kids are really excited. It's open house at their new school. They're really excited about that. Especially Kennedy, because she has not gotten to see her classroom yet, and Judson has. The 17th, we're having a business meeting. At 17th business meeting. Their first day of school is the 20th. So I think I'm gonna use this one off of this sheet for that. For the first day of school. And then the 23rd, there is a youth trip. Where'd that go? And then I feel like there was something on the 24th. Maybe it was something I didn't need to write down. That's fine. Okay, and then there is another like tent meeting. Yeah, There's another tent meeting that another pastor in the area that we know hosts, and this is actually like in our community, so we probably will try to go to at least 1 or 2 nights, if not more, of that one, and try to be supportive of other churches in our community. So that one goes all week, so I'm gonna mark that down, even though we won't go all week long, because I know that we will have our own church on Wednesday night, but we'll probably go a couple nights to that. And then that takes care of everything I think on this one. And then there are 2 things on the 31st. We'll be having a joint church service with another church in our area for Sunday night. I think that's the thing they're starting as their new like 5th Sunday night thing, which we like. And then it's also our church's homecoming service that Sunday morning. And I think that's it. And I am glad that that's it, because I almost used up all of my stickers, and I really have to go on the TheCoffeeMonsterzCo website and order some extra labels for these kits, because I almost used up all the stickers. And as I know, as the months go on and as the holidays come, like, look, this is September, and I've already got like this much stuff for September, and I know more will be added. So as the months go on and as we hit the holidays and stuff, I'm gonna need more labels. So I have to go order those like as soon as possible. All right. So I think that's it for those things, but I better keep these over here so I remember what they were all for. The other thing I'm gonna do is put in paydays. And I, again, have to remember that paydays are on a different day now. All right, let's think about anything else for this month. I think that's probably it. So I'm gonna fill all this stuff in with the pen and then come back and we'll move to the memory keeping page. And I am still using the Pilot G2 in the 0.38 and still loving it. And yes, I'm still annoyed that I love it. I don't really know why, but I am. But that's what I'm using, so. Okay, so there's all of that all filled in. I really like how this kit looks. I think it's really cute. So now we're gonna jump to the beginning of August page in my daily section and kind of get that set up. The way that I've been doing these is I've been using these large monthly sheets and filling in like the decorative elements on this blank page for the daily pages, so that way I can use it for memory keeping. And for the summer months, we have been so busy with travel and everything that I have not been able to put in pictures since April, but this is kind of like the goal and what I've been doing with them, and I really like this memory keeping setup. And part of the reason I haven't done it for the travel months is because whenever we packed the house, I packed up my my Canon Ivy printer, and I have to find it and print out pictures for May, June, and July, but I'll be doing that soon. It's just in the office, which is the last room that hasn't been unpacked, like I said. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up the page for August here. And usually I have to trim down this one here so that way I can fit this one and this one both across the top, because they're made for a bigger planner, I think. Let's see how that does. Oh yeah, that looks nice. I'm still working on figuring out how to get my cuts just right across the top there, but I like that. Yeah, perfect. And then we'll put this one in on this side. There, that worked out just about perfectly. And then we'll do these that go down on the bottom. That one did not go down quite as perfectly. It's okay though, I'll just have to like get some scissors or something and trim it, because that's gonna tear the page if I try to get it back up. And this one here. These little side ones, I never really know like what to do with them. And then we'll put, where'd the other sheet go? Oh, I just remembered too, I forgot to put the wacky holidays on the monthly. All right, I think we'll leave that how it is for now, and then I'll save these little extra doodle pieces for once I put the pictures down, if I decide I want to use those. So that is set up and ready to go, with the exception that this right here really needs to be trimmed. Let me see if I can do this without some serious damage. Kinda doubt it, but we're gonna try. All right, that worked out fairly well, mostly. That's not terrible. I can live with that. All right, I'm gonna go back and put these wacky holidays in up here in August. Oh, and I forgot to write in that it was Casey's birthday. Good gracious. Mind all over the place. All right, August 6th is Gossip Day. Might refrain from that one. August 16th is Honeybee Day. Cute. And August 28th is Bow Tie Day. And there's the August wacky holidays. Let me put in Casey's birthday because that's actually today and somehow I forgot. And I'm gonna use a Tombow marker to do that, I think. All right, so I think that is it for this monthly plan with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you know when I post new videos on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching.